Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and I have read chick lit. Now, there is a good reason for me to read chick lit. I belong to an in-person book group in my community. I live in a 55 plus community, and they have or had an existing book group with all women. And I decided to join, and they have been reading some pretty good books. They have read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, Pavilion of Women by Pearl S. Buck, and Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. And those are pretty good novels for anyone to read. But this book was selected before I joined, and I'm going to call it chick lit. Now, that may be a slight incorrect usage of that terminology, because chick lit, I guess, is about 30-something women living in an urban environment, and that does not quite fit. Maybe this book is more appropriately called a romance, even though I don't think it fits all the tropes of a romance, or maybe it's just women's fiction. I'm going to stick with chick lit. And the book, and I did it on audio, is The Summer Wind by Mary Alice Monroe. And this is the second book of a trilogy. And in reality, I think this is just a very long book split up into 3 volumes. So I got dumped into the middle of the story. And the story is of the Muir family and their ancestral home on Sullivan's Island, South Carolina, which is called Seabreeze. And it features, let me tell you the main characters. There is Mama, who is the grandmother and owner of Seabreeze. And she's getting rather elderly and needs to retire to a nursing home. And she is putting up Seabreeze for sale. And she lives with her longtime African-American servant, Lucille, who has been with her for 50 years. So, as this is going to be the last summer that she owns Seabreeze, she invites her granddaughters over to live in that house for the summer. And she has to basically bribe them because they are like 36, 32, and 28. And they have their own lives. But she bribes them and says, if you don't stay with me this summer, I'm cutting you out of the will. And the thing is, these women are doing okay by contemporary standards, and they can just take a summer off. So the daughters, the eldest is Dora, then comes Carson and Harper. And they are all named for very famous Southern women writers. Eudora Welty, Carson McCullers, and Harper Lee. So what is happening to them on this island? Well, Dora is in the middle of a divorce. She is a 36-year-old. She has a 9-year-old son, Nate, with Asperger's syndrome. And there is Carson, who is, for whatever reason, just lost her job in New York City and is not searching for a new job. And Harper is actually a half-sister and has quite an inheritance and wealth from her other family in England. So she's super rich. But they're all staying on Seabreeze. Now, Eudora, as I said, is getting a divorce. And in the previous book, her son was feeding a wild dolphin, which is a bozo no. You don't feed wild dolphins. And he set out some fishing lines to catch fish to feed to the dolphin. And the dolphin got caught in the fishing lines and got horribly mauled. So they have to deal with the dolphin and sending the dolphin to recover. And while on this island, Dora meets her first boyfriend from high school and early college, and they start rekindling their romance. And Carson is taking Dora's son, Nate, to the Dolphin Recovery Center. And it's very special because Nate has, as I said, Asperger's syndrome, and has to be treated very, very carefully. And then there's Harper, and she's doing something mysterious on her laptop. She's writing things down on her laptop. And that's basically the plot. And it's all these warm the cockles of your heart about these sisters interacting with each other. And it's all so pleasant and so kind. And I'm just going, really? Now, before I start saying too many bad things about this book, I should say that I feel like a total interloper. This book was not written for middle-aged, curmudgeonly men with a taste of crime novels and horror novels and Cormac McCarthy. This is a book, it's written for women who want an enjoyable, non-stressful, peaceful read about family and how glorious it is to have family that loves you. So that is the essence of the book. Now, as I said, this is part of a book group. I am going to be meeting for the book group on Wednesday, and this is Saturday afternoon. So what I'm going to do is cut off my review at this point and then come back after I've had my book group meeting, and let's see if my opinions have changed at all. Okay, I had my book group meeting a few days ago, and it went pretty much as I expected. The ladies of the group were kind of surprised I showed up. They thought I would not be able to tolerate the book, but I did soldier through that book, and we all had a relatively interesting conversation about a book with absolutely no substance whatsoever. That was the general agreement. This book is pure fluff. It is just entertainment. It is not supposed to be anything other than something for people to read very quickly during the summer. And that's it. We talk. It's like, what is this book for? And as I said, it's just entertainment. Now, one of the ladies there said in all fairness that this was not a very good example of the genre. It was basically a book probably just written to contract, that the author is very popular, she had a book contract, and she knocked this book out. As we all said, it's the middle part of a trilogy. Almost everyone agreed with my assumption that this was really just one long novel split into 3 parts so they could sell the book 3 times. And what about the plot? Well, I don't want to get too much into the plot other than one of the sisters winds up pregnant, and it ends on a cliffhanger saying, will she have the baby? Well, this book was written a number of years ago, so that character had that option. And we all know that that character is going to have the baby because that's just the kind of book that it is. Some people did read the rest of them, mostly because it's a super quick read. It does not challenge them, and that's about it. I am rather proud of myself for getting through this, but it begs the point: why should a man read chick lit? It is not intended for a male audience. It is really intended for a female audience. Now, somewhere out there, there may be men who enjoy chick lit, and I don't want to totally disparage them. But as I said in my previously, I did feel like an interloper, that I was intruding on the secret lives of women, discussing things that women like to discuss amongst themselves. And my book group was very polite to have me along. Maybe it would have been a very different discussion if I haven't been there. So, should men read chick lit? I'm on the going on the side that maybe not. Maybe there are dividing lines that it's not illegal to cross, but it's bad decorum to cross, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Even though I am delving a little bit into that problem again because it's July, and it's Jane Austen July, and I am reading Persuasion, and I'm having a lot of the same feelings about Persuasion that I'm having about The Summer Wind, and a little bit conflicted about why I'm reading that book, other than to say that yes, I have read a Jane Austen book. Well, that will be the subject of a different video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.